This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
They need more guidance in their home. I'm so angry at the mothers of these children who did this, or men, whoever it could be. Get your children.
Now at 5 on RTV6, an Indianapolis mother issues strong words for parents in her community after her 16-year-old son was shot on Thanksgiving.
Also on this Thursday, a Southern Indiana paramedic finds himself on the other side of a tragedy after his son was hit by a car. Hear how he and his family hope to use their loss to create a lasting legacy for their son.
Plus, it is the season of giving. Today is Collection Day for the RTV6 Toy Drive. Our Kelsey Anderson joins us live from Monument Circle with how you can help make it a very happy holiday for Hoosier children in need. And there should be no excuse as to why you don't come out today and donate some toys or some cash, because it is going to be a beautiful Tuesday out there.
It surely is. I'm Rafael Sanchez with Meredith Barrick. This is the pick of the week. It's going to be the most
Did I just say Tuesday?
You said, yeah. It's
yeah, but we just bypassed that. And we know
that's
it's
all right.
Thursday.
Because you have toys on the mind, so it's okay. A lot of toys.
Just thinking about Tickle Me Elmo and all that.
You know, you saw the video from last year. Everybody was bundled up. It was a really cold day.
Freezing.
Today, not nearly as bad. It's chilly this morning, but by this afternoon, we'll be enjoying nice temperatures across the area. In and around the metro area, currently, temperatures are hovering just below freezing in all locations. 28 in Shelbyville, as well as Zionsville, Lawrence. You're at 28 degrees, as is Noblesville and Greenwood. Martinsville just a little bit warmer at 32. Get outside of the metro area and you find temperatures generally in the same ballpark. A little cooler, Crawfordsville, 24 degrees. 27 is the current temperature in Bloomington. The skies completely clear here this morning. It's clear, it's crisp out there. And as soon as the sun comes up, official sunrise at 7:51, we'll have lots of sunshine throughout the entire day, because off to our west, there's really not a whole lot going on. Some lake effect snow showers off to the east, but those will not impact us. So enjoy the sunshine today. The wind is a lot calmer than it was yesterday. 42 degrees by the noon hour. On our way up to a high temperature today, right around 50 degrees.
Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the clear roads. Good morning to Lawrence, Center Grove, and Danville. As we take a live look at your commute this morning, look at that. You can get to work right now in less than 2 minutes. If you're along I-65 at 30th Street, it is A-OK on that stretch of roadway. It is A-OK through the entire interstate system. Have a good Thursday morning.
This morning, police need your help finding a missing Indianapolis woman. Please take a close look at your screen. This is Dawn Ray Woolridge. The 34-year-old was last seen on June 23rd. She's described as a white female with semi-curly brown hair and brown eyes. According to her family, her hair is usually pulled back like you see in this picture, and she has a dark visible mole on her cheek. She's approximately 5'7" and 140 pounds. According to police, she's homeless and is known to frequent the east side. If you have any information about her whereabouts, you can call the IMPD Missing Persons Unit at the number you see on your screen, 317-327-6160.
The time now is 5:04. A Sellersburg father is opening up about his family's tragic loss after his son was killed in a car accident. 12-year-old Bryce Jacobs, he died late Tuesday night, and police say he was trying to cross a busy road when a car hit him. Several people performed CPR on Bryce before paramedics arrived. He was rushed to Clark Memorial Hospital and later taken to Norton's Children's Hospital, where he passed away. His father, Danny Jacobs, a paramedic himself, says he never thought he would be on the other side of tragedy.
I told somebody last night that, I've devoted my life, the last 30 years to public safety, and I've never been on that side of the coin, and that side is atrocious and horrible and scary, and I wouldn't wish it upon anybody, but even 30 years doesn't prepare you for something like that.
A tough loss for that family. Bryce leaves behind a twin brother, Alec, and a sister, Danica. The family says they hope their loss will benefit others through Bryce's tissue donation. Funeral arrangements are still pending.
Only on RTV6, an Indianapolis mother issuing an urgent plea after her teenage son was shot Thanksgiving weekend. 16-year-old Quintez Tucker is still recovering. He's a student, volunteer, and community leader. Police say he was shot in the head, chest, and back at 21st and Mithofer. Quintez was just featured in a Call 6 Investigates report about racial disparities in school discipline. His mom, Nicole, says he had just gotten paid on Thanksgiving from his job at Arby's, and she was spending the night with family when another teen contacted him and eventually picked up Quintez in a car. A short time later, Nicole got the phone call telling her that her son was shot. She now has a message for other parents.
See what your children is doing. Check your children's room. Check the friends that they're hanging with. Quintez is 16 years old, and Quintez have a curfew of 10 o'clock. Had it not been Thanksgiving and no school, Quintez would have been right under me.
In his recovery, Quintez has been able to open his eyes, but it's not clear how much damage has been done to his body in the shooting. Indianapolis Metro Police are still investigating, and no arrests have been made.
And this weekend, a call to action. Several organizations are teaming up to get guns off the streets in Indianapolis. IMPD, along with the Indianapolis Public Safety Foundation, the City County Council, and several local pastors are holding a gun buyback program. That buyback is happening Saturday at Messiah Missionary Baptist Church from noon until 5. Participants can receive gift cards for turning in working firearms. More money will be given out for higher caliber guns or rifles. Anyone turning in a gun for money needs to bring an ID.
Helping Hoosiers move on with their lives and land a job. For 6 years, the Expungement Help Desk has been doing just that thanks to Indiana's Second Chance Law. It lets people convicted of certain crimes expunge their records. Stanley Gilbert is one of dozens of people who've had their criminal record expunged. At 21, he was convicted of a felony, so despite his military experience and other training, he was unable to land a job. That's where Julie Mennel and her staff at the help desk got involved. Within 2 months, Stanley was able to find a good-paying job, and he's just one of many Mennel has helped.
I see a huge benefit to people that have gotten to that place and have decided that they want to turn it around. In the vast majority of circumstances, they're able to start and finish the process here and then just go file with the courts.
The Expungement Help Desk is backed by the Neighborhood Christian Legal Clinic, so people going through the process can get help from attorneys whenever they need it. To learn more, check out this story on the RTV6 app.
The time now is 5:08. It's a crime that spikes every year around this time, the holidays. People stealing packages from doorsteps. But the Plainfield Police Department, they want thieves to know they are watching you. The entire police department is going undercover to crack down on so-called porch pirates. That includes the chief of police, the assistant chief, detectives, and anyone who uses an unmarked vehicle. Officers watch for cars that appear to be following delivery trucks and going from one neighborhood to the next. The program started last year as a trial run and worked so well that police say they only had one unsolved theft.
This morning, we here at RTV6 are shining a light on our annual toy drive. Today is our big collection day at Monument Circle. We will be there all day collecting new toys. Our Kelsey Anderson is there now as we prepare for this big day of giving. Kelsey, less than an hour until people can come out and start bringing their donations.
Hey, less than an hour until it officially starts, but if you want to come by now, I'll take it. They've got the boxes starting to set up already. They're going to set up warming tents, things like that. So we're going to be out here all day starting right now. The officially starts at 6, but we'll be out here again until 6:30 tonight. Hey, and even if you come while it's dark outside, you can see the big tree on Monument Circle. So our goal this year is to match or exceed last year's donation. So we're looking to raise more than $5,000 and get more than 2 trucks worth of toys. So far, we're about halfway there, so we really need your help today. If you are in the area, stop by Monument Circle with a new toy or a cash donation, and you can come by and say hi to all of us here at RTV6. The best part is you don't even have to get out of your car. We will come to you and get it right from you in your car. Now, the toys will benefit kids at Grace Church, Servant's Heart Pantry, Urban Act Academy, Project Angel, and children from families in need who have parents who are currently deployed by the National Guard. Now, if you can't can't make it today, that's okay, because we have a few more donation events coming up, or you can drop at one of our collection locations. You can find a list of upcoming events and collection locations on the RTV6 News app. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Kelsey, thank you so much. We'll see you there later this morning. Gone, but never forgotten. Some Purdue University students are carrying on the legacy of fellow Boilermaker Tyler Trent, who died nearly a year ago. Yesterday, that group presented a check to Purdue University's Center for Cancer Research in memory of Tyler Trent, who died January the 1st from a rare type of bone cancer. He became an inspiration to many across the country for his grace as he battled cancer and cheered on his beloved Boilermakers. Over the course of 7 home games, students volunteered at a concession stand as a community service project, raising $5,000. That money will be donated to the Tyler Trent Cancer Research Endowment.
And Raphael, I know that Tyler Trent was watching from heaven last night as the Boilermakers took on Virginia. It was a night of redemption as the men's basketball team handed the defending national champs, 5th-ranked Virginia, their first loss of the season. Oh yeah, the Cavaliers knocked the Boilermakers out of the men's basketball tournament back in March in a heartbreaking loss. But last night, Virginia had no answers for Purdue's defense. The Boilers forcing 16 Virginia turnovers. Sasha Stefanovic led the team with 20 points. The Boilers came away with a decisive 69-40 win to improve their record to 5-3. Purdue is in action at home on Sunday against Northwestern.
You are a
Boiler
proud.
up.
Listen, I was waiting for that because you're the proud alum. You and, of course, our Kevin Gregory. So I wanted to make sure that I wanted to hear you say
yes.
the magic
Let
words.
me just tell you, I was thrilled to wake up to that news this morning, that we not only beat them, we beat them by that much.
And we're always thrilled to talk to our friend Todd Clausen, especially when he has a pick of the week. And today might as well be Florida in Indiana.
I don't know about that, Raphael.
Hey, it's December in Indiana. We could call it Florida type of weather, right?
It is. Anytime you can get around 50 degrees in December, you are doing quite well, and that's exactly what we'll be doing today. In fact, some of you may even get above the 50-degree mark as we work our way throughout the course of the morning hours. It's chilly as you start your day. There's no doubt about that, with temperatures in the 20s, and we'll have lots of sunshine. The skies are clear here in central Indiana, off to our west, and that's the sunshine we'll enjoy throughout the day today. So let's talk about these high temperatures. Our normal high is 42. Highs will be in the mid-40s here in northern locations, 49 in Lafayette. Southern locations today climbing up into the low 50s. And then as you come in and around the metro area, temperatures right around 50 degrees with light winds. Get out there and enjoy. The time now is 5:12. Stay with Good Morning Indiana. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Days from 4:30 to 7.
The impeachment inquiry entered its second public phase Wednesday. Members of the House Judiciary Committee heard from 4 expert witnesses.
Their testimony provided insight and some controversy as well. All 4 witnesses, constitutional scholars, laid out what constitutes an impeachable offense. 3 said that Mr. Trump's actions were impeachable. 1 disagreed.
It wasn't just an abuse of power because the president was serving his own personal interests, but also an abuse of power insofar as the president was putting American national security interests behind his own personal interests.
I believe this impeachment not only fails to satisfy the standard of past impeachments, but would create a dangerous precedent for future impeachments.
The House Judiciary Committee could hold another hearing next week. The White House faces a Friday deadline to decide whether or not it will participate in this and any future hearings.
Reproductive rights advocates say a proposed abortion bill in Ohio would not only effectively end abortions in the state, they say it also requires a medical procedure that has never been done and may not actually work. Ohio House Bill 413 bans abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy, which is often before most women even know they're pregnant. It also requires doctors to try to save ectopic pregnancies, where the pregnancy is growing outside of the uterus, by reimplanting the fetus in the uterus. One lawyer says that's something even pro-life OBGYNs argue isn't medically possible.
You can't find a single medical expert to support the idea that there is this treatment, a viable treatment that is described in the bill.
The proposed bill would also make it possible to charge doctors who end pregnancies with abortion murder. If charged, they could face 15 years to life in prison unless the mother's life was in danger. In certain cases, doctors could receive the death penalty.
The time now is 5:17. A Utah couple's snowmobile excursion, it turns into a real-life rescue operation, and they helped save 3 freezing puppies from a snowy mountaintop. Look at those cuties there. The couple spotted the Great Pyrenees pups with their mom wet, cold, and hungry. The dogs appeared to be living inside a sheep carcass. Investigators believe the mom had been protecting a flock of mountain sheep and then stayed to have her litter. Rescuers were able to bring the pups down the mountain, but were not able to coax the mom away. The puppies will be put up for adoption, and the rescuers will plan to go back to the mountain to look for their mother. What a beautiful story. Listen, people always doing great things, and that they were able to do what they did is always amazing when you see the human spirit at work. That's just a simply amazing story. The time now
amazing mama dog.
Yes.
I love that.
The time now is 5:18. We're checking in your forecast with Todd Clausen. Good morning, TK.
Raphael, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody outside right now as you walk out the door. It's cool. It's kind of crisp out there, but we are dealing with quiet conditions here this morning. The roads are dry. That is the good news. Temperatures hovering around freezing in many locations, although many of you have dipped down into the 20s as well. Sunrise officially this morning is at 7:51. I just love this shot when we have clear skies and cool conditions, no humidity, no moisture around. The lights just kind of pop out at you, nice and bright here as you look off towards the west. 31 in Indy right now. 27 is the current temperature in Bloomington as well as Kokomo. 31 is the temperature in Muncie. Throughout the day today, we keep the sunshine from start to finish. It's a bright day for us. Yesterday, we dealt with the wind that was a little gusty at times. We do not have to deal with the wind here today. It's much calmer across the area. Temperatures will be climbing into the mid to upper 40s this afternoon, and it will be absolutely beautiful out there by December standards, that is. And then once the sun sets by 6 p.m., the temperatures falling back down into the 40s with skies that'll remain mainly clear. Speaking of clear, that's the way they are across the state right now. Off to our west, you notice clear skies as well. That's the weather we enjoy in the coming days for your Friday. Your planner starts off with a little bit of cloud cover tomorrow. Then those clouds break apart for a little bit of sunshine. You notice the temperatures tomorrow, not much warming throughout the daytime tomorrow. In fact, the temperatures will actually fall a little bit as we work our way throughout the afternoon and eventually into the evening hours. But we're still dry for your Friday. That's the good news. Saturday is dry at 44 degrees. Then on Sunday, we'll bring some rain chances into the forecast late in the day with a temperature of 51 degrees. So on a fast forward on TrueCast to Sunday, it's late in the day that we bring in the showers, and then this is overnight into Monday. But Monday has the potential to be a fairly wet day for us across the area. So if you're planning ahead, just know as you start the work week next week, that's probably our most troublesome day. And as the colder air comes in early Tuesday morning, there could be even a few snow showers across the area. And not at this point looking at anything in the way of accumulation, or not much, I should say, but something to keep an eye on for Tuesday morning. And then very, very cold for Wednesday. We get a blast of cold air coming in with highs only right around 22 degrees. Raphael?
Thank you so much. This may sound like small potatoes to some, some scientists at Michigan State University have cooked up a way to make purple potatoes. The team has added anthocyanin to the spuds. That word anthocyanin, I'm sure will be a word on the script spelling bee next year. That is an antioxidant found in blueberries, grapes, and red wine. The team says adding the chemical probably makes the potatoes a little healthier just for you. Despite the fruity vibes, there is a salty taste to the potatoes, which took more than 20 years to develop. Now they're being grown and turned into kettle-cooked chips and being sold by the Great Lakes Potato Chip Company. Again, the word is anthocyanin. Look for it in the next Scripps spelling bee. Okay.
People magazine has released its People of the Year issues. We'll tell you who made the cut coming up.
And coming up in the next half hour of Good Morning Indiana, the Frankfort community rallying around a family after they lost their baby in a house fire caused by a space heater. The message that fire officials want to get out on this moment and to prevent other tragedies in the future. You're watching Good Morning Indiana. The time now is 5:22.
Ask your doctor about Taltz.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. We're taking a live look right now at I-65 at 30th Street. Just a few cars out there to get your Thursday morning started. We'll let you know if anything changes in the traffic department.
All right, MB, finish this sentence for me. 2019 was the year that...
Raphael was not on the cover of People magazine yet.
I know. For Jennifer Lopez, it was a year that her dreams have come true. She's just one of People magazine's People of the Year. That's because this year it's an all-female foursome. J-Lo turned 50 this year and celebrated with Oscar buzz, a blockbuster music tour, and an upcoming Super Bowl appearance. And then this young lady here, Jennifer Aniston, co-produced a movie for Apple TV called The Morning Show, and critics are calling it one of the best performances of her career. Then you just saw there the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, became the best-selling for her memoir of all time, a Grammy nominee, and was named the most admired woman in the world. And there you saw Taylor Swift's Her Lover became 2019's best-selling record in just 1 week. An amazing year for women across the country.
Wow, Raphael, I feel like I need to get to work now. Well, for 3 men, 2019 may be the year they drive themselves into the Guinness Book of World Records. The trio claimed they drove from New York to LA in just a little more than a day. The guys started in Manhattan at 12:57 a.m. on November 11th and pulled into their Redondo Beach hotel 27 hours and 25 minutes later. And get this, the group says they averaged about 103 miles an hour. So if you're wondering how they managed to do that without getting pulled over, they say they used almost 20 scouts to avoid cops. If true, the trio beat the previous record for a cross-country trip, which is 28 hours and 50 minutes. Now, Sergeant Prine is not going to be happy when I say this, but I don't know about you guys, but when you're on a long road trip, do you kind of try to beat your GPS ever? And if it says ETA 2 p.m., you're like, I'm going to get there at 1:50. No, I'm the only one that does that.
So for the record, when Meredith Barrett goes to court, they can replay this video that she speeds. Todd and I
didn't say I was speeding.
Todd and I, we follow the law. We follow the law, Todd.
At least I don't put scouts out there.
It's true. You're gambling.
Yeah, I heard also that those guys only made 4 restroom stops.
That might be a bigger issue.
And, you know, 4 stops for gas, food, and restrooms. So.
All right. Chilly this morning as you walk out the door with temperatures in the 20s and clear skies, but it turns into a nice day with highs right around 50 later on this afternoon. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Latoya, join us Saturday, December 7th.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Now at 5:30, the Frankfort community is rallying around a family after their baby was killed in a fire caused by a space heater. The lessons fire officials want you to learn so that tragedy won't happen again.
Also on this Thursday, a local business wants to help protect you against porch pirates. They're offered to protect you and protect your packages this holiday season. Good morning to you on this Thursday, December the 5th. I'm Rafael Sanchez.
And I'm Meredith Barrett, and we are taking a live look right now over Monument Circle, all lit up for the holiday season. And we are going to be out there later today for the Six Shines on Toy Drive. And meteorologist Todd Clausen is standing by to let us know that we won't be freezing like we have in years past. It's going to be a nice day out there.
I think last year temperatures were in the 20s when we did this. It was really, really cold today. Highs eventually will be up near 50 degrees. So what do you need to grab before you go this morning? Well, we'll check off the sunglasses for you. You'll need those from start to finish. Definitely the jacket this morning. And your outdoor workout is good to go this morning, as well as there's no precipitation out there whatsoever. Temperatures this morning, 26 in Greencastle, as well as Richmond, 27 in Bloomington, 25 in Lafayette. There is a chill in the air. You'll have to be careful of that as you walk out the door, and that's why you need to bundle up just a little bit. But as soon as the sun comes up, you can see that the skies are clear, and we'll enjoy all that sunshine here throughout the day today. Eventually, some of these high, thin clouds will drift in later on tonight. But until then, it's a beautiful day for us by December standards, going well above normal, as we should be at around 42 degrees by the noon hour. That's our normal high. And then high temperatures eventually this afternoon, as I mentioned, close to 50 degrees.
Todd, thank you. New overnight, 1 person is dead following a shooting on the city's east side. Metro Police say they responded to a call of shots fired near East 20th and Parker Avenue around 1 this morning. When officers arrived, they found a man who had been shot numerous times. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say they do not have a suspect this morning, but if you know anything about what happened at this scene early this morning, please call Crime Stoppers. Taking a turn now, plans are now underway to honor a young life that was tragically cut short.
The funeral for an 8-month-old boy who died in a house fire will be held this weekend. And now the community is stepping up to help this family. That baby, Deacon James Hunter Mills, was trapped upstairs when the fire started at a home in Frankfort Monday morning. His father and 2 other children were able to escape. The family, they lost everything that they own. But since that fire, hundreds of Hoosiers have stepped up with donations. Mark Sanders is the senior pastor of Frankfort's Faith Family Church. He says when the call for help went out, it took less than 1 day for the church to overflow with everything the family needs: food, clothing, toys, beds, and even household appliances.
It came within a few hours. By Tuesday morning, we were having a meeting at 8:30 to shut it down. So by Monday night at 8 o'clock, we pretty much already had enough food and enough clothing from people in the community.
The pastor says the family has all the items that they need for now, but the church is still accepting monetary donations on their behalf.
In Frankfort, firefighters say Monday's house fire was an accident caused by a space heater. Space heaters can be a necessity during the winter, but it can quickly cause tragedy and destruction. Firefighters say a common problem is overloaded power strips and extension cords, which can eventually overheat and start a fire.
If you're going to use a space heater, you should have only the space heater plugged into the outlet. And if you're going to use extension cord, you need to use a heavy-duty gauge wired extension cord.
Firefighters say space heaters need to be kept at least 3 feet away from Christmas trees, curtains, bed sheets, and shaggy carpet. They also say not to put space heaters, power cords under any blankets or rugs, which can also cause overheating.
At 5:35, more local news. Greenfield police continue searching for a man last seen handcuffed near the Hancock County Jail. Police say that Stephen Scooter Groves, he's 5'11" and weighs about 200 pounds. He was last seen wearing tan pants, a gray shirt, and no shoes. If you see him or know anything about his whereabouts, you're asked to call 911 right away.
A man accused of shooting 2 women in a truck has been formally charged with murder. According to court documents, 47-year-old Jermaine Lamar allegedly shot the women after yelling at one of them for talking to his friend too much. It happened near I-465 and Washington Street in Indianapolis. One woman died Saturday morning and was allegedly asleep in the back of the truck when she was shot in the head. After the shooting, Lamar allegedly flagged down a Hendricks County deputy in Plainfield. He's also facing charges for attempted murder and being a felon carrying a handgun.
So have you heard about this? A local business on the east side is stepping up to prevent package thefts. Listen to this. The owner of the Coal Yard Coffee is telling neighbors to use the cafe's address for package deliveries, and boxes can be safely put in storage there until you're able to pick them up. The owner says she knows package theft is an ongoing issue, so this is one way they're working to help the people in their neighborhood.
Doesn't cost us a thing. I mean, we're open here, we're here, we'll hold them for you, you can come pick them up. That way it just kind of reduces the frustration and the heartbreak during the holidays.
I gotta tell you, that's one great idea, one great way of being neighborly. The owner of the Coal Yard Coffee says she offered this to the neighborhood last year as well, and about 5 people had their packages delivered there. She's hoping to help even more people this year as porch pirates are out and about.
Hiring Hoosiers is RTV6's way of helping connect you with open jobs, career resources, and educational paths. This morning, we want to put the word out on a big opportunity.
So military spouses, as you know, are the group with the highest rate of unemployment in our country. That's according to Recruit Military. That's a company that's looking to fix that problem.
So a free job fair will be held today for veterans, military spouses, transitioning military, National Guard members, and reservists.
This is a great opportunity for veterans and military spouses to connect with employers that are really looking for them to fill their positions. Many of the representatives on site are actually veterans themselves, so it's a great way not to just be a piece of paper, a resume. It's actually making connections and having conversations.
The job fair runs from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Murat Shrine Temple on New Jersey Street. Dozens of companies and organizations will be on hand.
Ivanka Trump remains in Indianapolis this morning to talk about job training initiatives. Today, Ms. Trump will host a quarterly Workforce Policy Advisory Board meeting at the Indiana Women's Prison. Now, she made a pit stop yesterday visiting the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. During her visit today, Ivanka will learn about the Last Mile training program. That program helps prisoners gain employment after their incarceration. You're invited to listen to that meeting and submit questions. We have information on how you can do that right now on the RTV6 app.
The Ronald McDonald House is all ready for the holiday season thanks to some helping hands and friendly competition. And today, you can see it all for yourself. Volunteers from 14 companies that support the house during the year took part in a tree decorating contest as part of Deck the House. Those who attend their open house this evening can vote on the best tree. Everyone is invited to the event to learn more about the Home Away for Home for families with sick children.
Come see what we do, come learn about what we do. We are here, we're a respite for families while their children are in the hospital. And a majority of our families are at Raleigh Children's Hospital. And so we're here, we provide food and comfort and beds for families to stay, again, while they're away from home. It's especially tough during the holidays.
The open house is from 4 to 6. The Ronald McDonald House is located at 435 Limestone Street, which is just off of West Michigan Street on the IUPUI campus.
We are excited this morning because here at RTV6, we're shining the light on our annual toy drive. Today's our big collection day on Monument Circle. We'll be there all day collecting new toys. And our Kelsey Anderson is live this morning as we prepare for the big day of giving, which officially now, Kelsey, looking at the clock, is 21 minutes away. But look at there. You are packed already. That's exciting.
Are you kidding me? Look at all these toys. It is a kid's dream. I've seen some Twister and games that I played when I was a kid with my brothers and sisters. So very exciting here. And we've got, just big toys, small toys, all kinds of toys. But we want to help out tons of kids. So we need more than just this. We need more toys today as we go through the toy drive. We've got all these empty boxes here we're trying to fill up and even more right here. So we need to fill all these boxes up. All of these ones, we want them full. So we're trying to exceed or match what we did last year, which was about $5,000 in donations and 2 truckfuls of toys. So we're hoping that you can help us today get more than that. We're here on Monument Circle. You don't even have to get out of your car. All you have to do is pull up right here next to our tent. We're right outside of the radio stations on the Monument Circle. We'll come to your car. We'll get your toy donation or your money donation, whatever you want to bring. Again, we've got tons of toys. We're looking to get some more. So again, these toys will benefit kids at Grace Church, Servant's Heart Pantry, Urban Act Academy, Project Angel, and children from families in need who have parents who are currently deployed by the National Guard. So again, we're here on the Circle from 6 o'clock this morning until 6:30 tonight. We'll be out here all day getting those donations from you. And if you can't come to this event today, we've got 2 more events happening and several locations around the area. You can head over to the RTV6 app for more information on that. For now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Kelsey. The time now is 5:40 as you walk out the door and the kids are heading off to the bus stop or you're heading out to work. Temperature's a little on the cool side. We're in the upper 20s right now with dry and cool conditions and mainly clear skies as the kids come home from school. We're looking at temperatures that'll be up near 49 with mostly sunny skies. It's a beautiful day for us. Yesterday, we had to contend with that wind. Not an issue here throughout the day today. So the skies are clear. Back off to our west, they're clear as well, and that's the sunshine we'll enjoy throughout the day. So for those of you in southern locations, I do think you'll see your high temperatures today climb up into the 50s. Bloomington down to Bedford, Mitchell over to Seymour, into the Columbus area, about 49 degrees in Greenwood as well as Danville, and then a little cooler to the north. Keep in mind, our normal high now is down to 42 degrees, so anytime you're talking about high temperatures near 50 degrees in December, you're in pretty good shape. There are some changes, though, as we go towards the weekend. More on that coming up in just a few minutes.
We'll see you then, Todd. The impeachment inquiry is entering a new phase. Coming up, what legal experts had to say in the latest round of public hearings.
And with more vaping illnesses being reported, lawmakers are putting pressure on the FDA to make new regulations. Still ahead, what the administration said could change for e-cigarette sales. The time now is 5:42, and a good morning to you on this Thursday morning.
Sit. I said sit.
A new round of public hearings now underway. This time, a panel of constitutional scholars is asked to explain what the founders meant by treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. ABC's Inez de la Cuetera has the latest.
President Trump is back in Washington, where the impeachment inquiry entered a new phase led by the House Judiciary Committee.
If what we're talking about is not impeachable, then nothing is impeachable.
Democrats brought in 3 legal scholars who testified the Ukraine scandal is evidence the president abused his power for his own personal political gain and that he should be impeached.
President Trump's conduct, as described in the testimony and evidence, clearly constitutes impeachable high crimes and misdemeanors under the Constitution.
Republicans were allowed to invite their own expert who did not defend the president, but argued Democrats were moving too fast and have not yet proved their case.
It's wrong because this is not how you impeach an American president. Why you want to set the record for the fastest impeachment? Fast is not good for impeachment.
And then there was this moment.
The Constitution says there can be no titles of nobility. So while the president can name his son Baron, he can't make him a baron.
Let me also suggest that when you invoke the president's son's name here, when you try to make a little joke out of referencing Baron Trump, that does not lend credibility to your argument. It makes you look mean.
The First Lady writing on Twitter that a minor child deserves privacy and should be kept out of politics. Professor Carlin later apologized.
It was wrong of me to do that.
The House Judiciary Committee has given the White House until Thursday to decide whether it'll participate in any of the next hearings. A full House vote is expected before Christmas. Inez de la Cuetera, ABC News, Washington.
Here at 547, police are trying to figure out what caused a U.S. sailor to open fire on 3 people at a military base in Pearl Harbor. The victims were shot on the deck of a Navy shipyard. They were civilian workers at the historic military base. 2 have died while the 3rd is stable in the hospital this morning. The gunman later shot and killed himself. This all just happening 3 days before the base marks 78 years since the attack in World War II.
The role that the shipyard played in World War II is pretty legendary, and the shipyard is well known for, the amazing work they did then and the amazing work they continue to do. So this is certainly a tragedy for everyone here.
The Hawaii base was locked down for about 3 hours after the shooting. The gunman's identity has not yet been released.
Lawmakers turning up the pressure on the Trump administration to come up with a new policy on e-cigarettes. The FDA director in charge of tobacco products, Mitch Zeller, he testified before the House about the issue. Several Congress members pressed him about details on future policy, but Zeller said he could not comment on the things in the works. The administration suggested that a new policy would come sometime in September, which could lead to pulling most flavored e-cigarettes off the market. Many lawmakers were frustrated, saying that it needs to be changed now. Vaping has been linked to more than 2,200 cases of lung injury and at least 47 deaths nationwide. The time now is 5:49. Your weather headline today could be that it may feel like spring today, Todd Lawson. And I know I'm stretching it a little bit, but when it gets to 50, I'm okay with that.
You are stretching a little bit, but you are correct. Anytime you get close to 50 degrees in December, you're doing quite well. And not only will it be close to 50 degrees, but it'll be sunny today as well. So that is great news. Bright December sunshine, above normal temperatures, and we're dry until Sunday. And even if you do have plans on Sunday, it looks like a lot of that rain is going to arrive late in the day at this point, and it's more of an issue for your Monday. More on that in just a few minutes, but as you walk out the door, we'll get to 50 eventually or close to it, but it's cold this morning. You definitely need to bundle up as temperatures are down into the 20s in Crawfordsville at 24, 26 in Greencastle, 28 is the current temperature right now in Greenfield and Bloomington. You're down to 27 degrees, but as we work our way throughout the day, look what happens to the temperature. We'll warm to near 40 degrees already by 11 a.m. By the time we get to the noon hour, we're at 42 degrees, 46 degrees by 2 p.m. And then our high temperature this afternoon gets up to 49 degrees with just a few fair weather clouds making their way into the area later on this afternoon. So it is a very nice December day, and so you should get out there and enjoy. It's very similar to yesterday, to be honest with you. The one exception is not as much in the way of wind today. Yesterday was a little breezy at times. Here are the clear skies across the area. Some lake effect snows across parts of the Great Lakes states as you work your way off towards the east along Lake Erie and Ontario there. This evening, if you have plans in downtown Indianapolis, it's a quiet evening with a mainly clear sky. Temperatures this evening will cool off down to right around 40 degrees throughout the evening hours. And then as we work our way into the day tomorrow, we are looking at temperatures that are going to hold pretty steady right around 44 degrees and then eventually fall throughout the day. So it's cooler tomorrow, but it's still dry. Looking ahead to the weekend, 44 degrees for your high temperature on Saturday with mostly sunny skies, and that puts us pretty close to average, still above normal. And then Sunday, we're up to 51. Sunday should be a pretty decent day for us. You will notice the clouds starting to increase across the area. And here's the key word when you look at this icon and you see the rain. The showers are late in the day. So let me go over to TrueCast and time this all out for you. Most of the day on Sunday is dry. As we get into the late evening hours after sunset, that's when we'll start to bring some showers into this forecast. Monday, here we are during the overnight hours, and we're dealing with rain falling across the area. It becomes pretty steady Monday afternoon at 1:30. And then as we continue forward in this forecast, the rain continues into early Tuesday morning. And as the cold air starts to come in Tuesday, we will likely see the rain transition over to some snow. At this point, given that the temperatures are going to be in the 50s as we go throughout the day on Monday, I'm not initially expecting any accumulation, but as some of these snow showers hang around till after sunset on Tuesday, that's when I do think there could be some minor accumulation. So it's something to keep an eye on, but that's a long ways away. A lot of things can change, but behind that system, we are locked in with another blast of cold air heading our way. We are looking at temperatures by Wednesday only right around 22 degrees. Rafael?
Todd, thank you so much. A holiday ad for an exercise bike isn't going really well with critics. They're calling it sexist. This Peloton commercial features a woman recording a blog after her husband gives her a Peloton bike for Christmas. So she talks about how nervous she was to exercise, but is thrilled with her progress. Well, critics say it promotes a negative body image and bad marital dynamics. Peloton defended the ad, saying that many people reached out to them to share similar stories. Now, that bike cost more than $2,200. The virtual classes cost $39 a month.
Rapper Post Malone is giving back to his old job with a unique giveaway. After the break, his gift to employees at a Texas chicken restaurant. That's coming up.
I love chicken.
Your replacement window hero.
Before Post Malone was a rap star, he was serving up chicken in Southlake, Texas. And now he's giving back with free Crocs. He won't be able to be there in person, but he's giving the free clogs to employees and customers at the Chicken Express restaurant where he used to work.
Okay.
And they aren't just any Crocs. They are part of the 4th line he has done in collaboration with the company. They aren't available yet to the public, but they will be in select stores on December 10th for $59.99. What a deal. Todd, is that what you have at the top of your Christmas list?
No.
Maybe some of those French fries. Those look good.
That's what I was just looking at there. I was like, I can't eat French fries, but then I saw Crocs there, and I've never even owned a pair of Crocs in my life. So outside right now, temperatures are in the 20s and 30s. It's a chilly start. Storm Team 6 radar is completely quiet. That is the good news, and it's a nice day for us with mostly sunny skies and above normal high temperature of 49 degrees, and the wind not an issue here throughout the day today. Go enjoy this Thursday. We'll talk more about your extended forecast coming up when Good Morning Indiana continues. The time now is 5:57.